Hello friends, Jeremy here. Should I say that? Should I say hello friends? Is that too presumptuous of me that you're my friends? Maybe I should just say, hi, I'm Jeremy. I feel like they're showing up as a spot on the camera right here. Anyway, I got some shakiness going on too. I apologize for my setup. I'm working on something new. And obviously I haven't got the bugs worked out. So I guess maybe this will be a test run to see how it goes. How are you? And that pen is giving up on me. I really need to sort my pens. All right, pen's not working, or going over there. I'm sensing a theme. And I do have an air conditioner squeaking in the background. If you hear that, I apologize for that. I'm also farther away from the microphone with this setup, I'm realizing, so if you thought my sound quality was bad before, this may be a treat. That's not how I talk. Maybe it is, I don't know. I definitely need to invest in some more pens. I haven't refilled any in a while. I'm thinking about making some pens. And I thought maybe that would be an interesting addition to my art channel. Oh, that's really shaky. I apologize. I am going to work on that. What can I do to fix that? I don't think I can right now. I just need to go with it. Go with this for now. I need to make a video. I'm trying to make regular videos. And I think I'm filming in the wrong orientation again. Let me double check. Well, I think that's better. No. That's worse for me. It's not terrible. We'll deal with it. Excuse me. I'm really frustrated right now. I thought I had this set up better, but obviously it's not. I just had an idea how to make it better just now, but I spent a whole day taking apart this shelf to use the beams as a support overhead. If I remember, I'll try to get a picture of it and add it to the video right now. Apologize for the coughing and stuff. My allergies are getting to me. Having some sensory issues, and I'm nervous about making a good video. I haven't meditated enough today, or said my prayers. I'm going to draw, I promise. I had a vision the other day that I want to get out of my head. And I think it has something to do with, well, it's maybe this drawing doesn't need to be made. Take 4. What was I saying? This has something to do with my spirituality, I think. My artwork is usually revealing something to me about myself, because I'm self-centered that way, I think. This one isn't going to work for me either. We're going to keep going with it for now, though. Yeah, I can look back at a lot of my artwork, and since I do this stream of conscious doodle kind of thing, excuse me, sometimes I can look back and see like there's a message in it for me, or something like that. Apologize for the shakiness once again. Am I shaking or is the camera shaking? Maybe both. Okay. But I am always looking for clues to what the universe is trying to tell me. I try to pray and meditate regularly. And I'm not good at receiving the messages, I think. I'm getting better. I'm just not in a good flow today. Okay, I've got this 3-ring binder supply bag, and all my pens that I use that are working, I'm going to put in this one bag. I have several of these. This one's more organized. It has a little divider I made out of foam. But I've pulled out of it, and I thought my good pens were in there, so. I'm trying not to be negative either. I'm trying to be honest about what I'm experiencing. And that probably seems like it has a negative spin on it. I'm trying to be more positive as a person, because I know that reverberates. So I'm a big fan of Joseph Campbell, and I believe that a lot of my spirituality is has been shaped by his book, The Power of Myth. I've always had trouble with religious rituals because of sensory issues. But I think that rituals, easy for you to say, are important. But I don't think that they are the most important. I think what is important is your choice of ritual, that it works for you. And I think that Joseph Campbell explores a lot of that ritualistic experience in different religions and draws parallels. Through the investigation of different religions. I don't know what I'm saying. Drawing and talking isn't always the best idea for me. Especially today, I am suffering. I don't know why either. I need to go get into the doctor, I guess. Get my old man checkups. See what's really wrong. This is going to be a long video. A long, interesting, shaky, boring, frustrating. No, I don't know what it's going to be. I shouldn't try to predict what it's going to be. I would like to know ahead of time. I thought I had something important to say. Maybe I'll just make this a fast draw video and edit out the talking. Or maybe I should do that and put it on Patreon or something. I don't even think I have a Patreon for this account with 6 whole subscribers right now. It's my attempt at humor, I think. Self-deprecating humor that's not very funny. I don't think many people get what I'm getting at sometimes, or I don't feel like that I do. And then somebody will come up to me and he's like, man, I get that. But this, like the point, I've said something so much about the thing is like I feel like no one's heard me. And then it's kind of jarring that someone says, yeah, I understand what you're saying. I heard you say that. And it's like, wow. It's hard for me to like make a video and feel like that I'm heard, and I keep repeating myself. This is all vague and rambling. but it's the truth. I don't think my meds are working this morning. I'm experiencing a lot of agitation and frustration, sensory issues, lack of focus. And it may have something to do with my diet. I've not been eating well, and I need to get in the doctor and get checked out. That's probably the best thing to do right now. So this is a real struggle right now, what I'm recording. I had some lofty ideas. I came in here and my setup wasn't working the way that I wanted it to. I've redesigned this whole setup here, and I thought it was going to make life easier for me, but instead it frustrated me today, and which is fine. I need to know the ins and outs of it because I want to keep making it better. But it's frustrating in that I needed to be creative today. I specifically made time to be creative and try to get this image out of my head. And I don't feel like I'm doing the image justice right now. I had to go searching for extension cord to make my lights work, and that wasn't working. And I've been feeling weak and shaky, and I thought it was my new upped meds, and I kind of changed that, and I'm still experiencing it. Probably nothing anyone wants to listen to. I'm plagued by indecision. Like, should this video be about something, or should I just sit here and ramble while I draw? Do you even want to hear me? Is this worth my time? Drawing on camera. I like it. I like being able to go back and see this stuff, so it's good for me. It takes a lot of time. I believe this is the first video that I'm recording after I've been back from my house sitting jobs. Another thing that's going on is that my hand is going numb again. Sometimes I have that when I'm drawing, which is frustrating to me, but I think it has something to do with my neck. So don't, maybe this, you know, this isn't the best time to record myself, but I am looking for the real experience. So I want to talk about things that are real. I don't want to be fake. Howdy friends, Jeremy here. Today I'm going to draw a frog. Does that bother anyone that you're watching a YouTube channel and you can just feel the pandering? I mean, I know I do it too. I pander to my audience, I think, if that's the right word. Because you have to do what sells, right? This is about marketing and selling advertising, getting those sponsorships. Getting those Patreons. I really am not trying to be a negative person. I feel like I got to expel these feelings. Like I think that I'm a fairly optimistic person. Ultra critical though, I will admit to that. To a fault. Oh, this is better than what I envisioned as far as how I'm feeling about it now. You have to have the guts to just get it out sometimes. I mean, I don't know how you feel about it, but I'm really enjoying this right now. The image. Not how I feel, but the image. And I don't know what it's about yet. Fairly sure it's about self-reflection. Okay, I got to go put my arm down. I will be back in a few and regroup. Okay, I want to change the camera angle here a little bit and see if that makes a difference. Give you a little variety to your viewing experience also, maybe, if you want variety. If you don't want variety, let me know. If you like the same old, I can make it boring. I promise I can. I don't generally get bored. I think I've said that before, but there's always something going on in my mind. I can usually keep myself occupied. The most trouble I have is when I'm waiting for someone else. If I'm waiting for someone else and I'm not doing something specific, like if the thought of waiting for someone is maybe consuming my mind, that's when I will get bored. I think I like boring things. You know, I like watching time-lapse videos and, you know, things that don't have a lot of talking. Like that, or like old movies. I love the pace of old movies. It's more in line with real life. Some old movies you can watch and the pacing is just so slow. You can hear the rustling of people as they're doing things, or their steps. It sounds a lot more like real life. Modern movies don't have that as much. I think they have, they're trying to make it more exciting every second. And that isn't representative excuse me, that isn't representative of life how I've known it. Because I have had to wait for people for long periods of time, and with nothing to do but my imagination. And I guess I have that. I got distracted. I got a message and I was trying to read that. What was I saying? Wow, really forgot. I am not focused at all. Real life, blah, 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 being bored. Oh, my imagination. I think that's where I was at. It's easy for me to build a story in my head, not so much to get it out. And this is going to be kind of complex. I've heard that writer's block isn't really the lack of ideas, it's too many ideas. And that sometimes the surest cure for writer's block is to just pick one and go with it. Pick one of those ideas. So I kind of feel like I don't ever get any of my stories out anymore because I don't spend the time to pick one. And I've been so distracted by so many other things in life. But in the case of being bored, it's like I'm not bored because I have all these things in my head to entertain me. Maybe. That's what it feels like anyway. I don't like what I did just there. Oh well, it's part of it now. I really do want to make videos that other people like. So if you're watching this and you like this kind of thing, let me know. If you like my videos and fast forward or whatever, let me know that, because I want to make a variety of things. It really would be nice to make some money at YouTube again. In the early days with my other channel, the Junk Pile Matic, I made a little money. But I got frustrated because they changed the rules about what it was that they were monetizing, and I just kind of gave up on really trying to make money with it. And I was really unfocused too. I mean, I still am, let's be honest. I'm doing better, but this is probably something I'll always struggle with. And I really hope none of this sounds like the rantings of a madman. That's what I feel like. I feel like I'm a madman sometimes. Maybe I am. I think my grandfather used to say that he was the only sane man living in an insane world or something like that. And as far as I know, I think my grandfather was schizophrenic, so. But I think everyone feels like that. I think everyone feels like that the rest of the world is crazy and that their logic is what the best way to go is. I think that we're all more alike than what we think. You know, we might be divided on religion and politics and things like that, but deep down, I think that we're all more the same than what we think that we are. And from a spiritual aspect, I think that we are the same. That there really isn't I had this conversation with my wife the other day. There really isn't evil. There's difference of opinions of what good and bad is. But if you have a majority of the people saying something is bad, and I'm not trying to promote malice towards other people. Don't get me wrong, okay? That's not what I'm saying. That from a spiritual aspect, there really isn't evil. There's conflicting interests. And if we try to color things just in a black and white way, I think that we're missing out. I mean, obviously we don't want our society overrun with murderers and, you know, people just taking advantage of everyone, even though we have that now. And, you know, we can't call those things evil. But that isn't, what am I trying to say here? In the aspect that we're all the same, we want the same things. Everyone wants to feel secure. Everyone wants their lives to be happy. They want success. They want fulfillment. Some people get that from taking advantage of other people, and they can't see how their actions are hurtful, that it isn't just them. They haven't come to that realization yet. They may have suffered, and so they want the rest of the world to suffer. I don't think that's necessarily evil. That's wounded. And you know, obviously there's people that just turn it off and that's all they choose to do in life. And then it's compounded with, you know, mental illness and things like that. I don't think that we can really say that, you know, mental illness is evil, but it definitely has negative effects on people. To me, it's just never so simple. I feel like I've said this before on one of my videos, but you know, I've had times in my life that there were people that I just wish would go away, you know, so much so that I wish that they would die, for lack of a better word. And then later on, you know, obviously they didn't go away or they didn't die, and I was glad that they didn't. And I'm getting a phone call. I'll be back. Back again. Guess who's back? Jeremy's back. Tell a friend. That was my girlfriend on the phone. And I did do some work while I was talking on the phone. I asked her if she would ever like have a conversation with me while I drew, and then I could record that, because I think that would be a lot more interesting than just me trying to make up stuff and talk. And I hope this is useful. I hope that whoever watches this gains something from it, that it's helpful, or either way, I hope it's helpful. And I think that that conversation with someone else would be beneficial. I used to do a podcast with my brother, and we were just basically talking on the phone, and I recorded it, and I really liked that. Being able to play off of each other and talk about the ideas, I think is a lot more interesting than me just rambling on. Maybe not. I'm sure someone likes this. There's something for everyone. I don't know if I have anything more to say about the evil conversation. I mean, yeah, I guess there is evil. I'm not trying to say that there isn't, but we have to look at it a little bit more open-minded, I think, for our betterment. Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. I mean, I've called things and people evil, probably joking most of the time, but you know, I have felt like, I mean, you know, obviously Hitler is the epitome of evil, right? For some people, not all people, because he had a lot of followers, but that's what I'm getting at, is that, you know, your perspective of things. Obviously what he was doing and where he led people was evil. But for some reason, those people didn't think that it was, and they needed opportunity in their lives to grow and be better people, because we are all the same. We're part of the same thing. And the more that we try to distance ourselves from each other, the less we gain in our humanity. I think we miss out. We're missing the point. You know, most of us are secluded now. Technology helps us be secluded. I'm a natural hermity kind of person to begin with. As I've gotten older, I realized that the importance of communicating more with other people. I never really have been good at that. I want to be better at it. I think one-on-one I do good with people. In larger situations I don't. And that's has a lot to do with anxiety and things of that nature. But I'm not incapable, and I don't think that anyone is completely incapable. Blah, 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 blah. In my vision, I had more in these windows, and I'm struggling with what that is because I've distracted myself several times. So I'm going to meditate on this for a little bit. Usually when I do a drawing like this that is inspired by a vision that I have or an idea, it comes naturally, but for some reason today it's not coming as natural. There's a lot of things in my way. Well, it's me, I'm in my way. Usually what happens is I don't necessarily see it, it comes out. And for some reason I'm having trouble with what it was that was coming out. I've stopped myself, I think. The airplane going by. Like in the sky, not down the street or anything. I think the characters that go in the windows are important, and I'm worried about getting it right. Worry and fear will stop you every time. Or at least me. I know most of you all, you got it all figured out. You don't have these same hang-ups that I do, right? I feel like I do better with a smaller size of drawing. This is like a half sheet. And I went with a half sheet because when I tore it out of this is a sketchbook page, when I tore it out of the sketchbook, I ripped it. So I just cut it down to a half page. Excuse me. And a lot of the things that I do are this size. I do want to work bigger. I'm just stalling now. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble with this. When I do one of those, what I call them, oral fixation drawings, you've seen me draw some kind of monstrous being with something in its mouth. Those come out natural too, and I felt like this was going to be similar to that. And maybe I'm taking some steam by articulating all of this. Yeah. Well, I'm going to turn the camera off and see if I can come up with what it is that needs to be there. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. See you in a few. Okay, so I did a little high speed there. Sketched out some ideas. But once again, this is not usually how I do this. It's usually more off the cuff, but I don't understand why I'm struggling so much today. But I like this concept. It kind of goes along with what I was saying, that we're all the same, but we see things differently. I like this one peeking out here. Checking out their orb in the sun, I guess, or something. Oh, that one really mimics that motion there, I think. Once again, I don't think this is the complete vision of what I had, but I very seldom completely capture everything that I see. Some people might do that, but this little orb down here is a little bit different. Maybe a little bit more precious. Or evil, or however you view those things. My alarm went off and it shut the camera off. So I don't know if I missed anything there or not. I don't think that I did. I don't think I'm going to color this one on camera today. Hopefully I'll get it colored. I keep saying I'm going to post to Instagram the things that I color, but I haven't finished anything lately, so I know I do need to keep up on my social media accounts, because that's how we tell that we're good people, right? That you post everything to your social media. I don't know. That's a joke. I need to explain that sometimes, because I get told a lot. People think that I'm being serious, and most of the time I'm joking, except for when I'm not. You know what I mean, right? Yeah, so I never know what I want to do with the drawing videos. I just love drawing. I love doodling, drawing, making art, whatever you want to call it. I like doing it, and I intend on keeping doing it. It's a dangerous game with that big pin there. Let's tone it down some. What is the right size? Oops. This brush pen is good for this as long as you have a good tip. This tip is a little bit abused. And since I refill my pens a lot, the nibs get pretty wore. A lot of commotion outside right now. It's that time of day. You ever notice things get busier at certain times of the day? It's like everyone does everything at once. I guess they get up on this at the same time and are close to the same time and go to work. And you can almost, well, I say it all the time. I was like, I feel that energy. I feel the change in energy because so many people are up and moving. I don't know if that's an empathic thing or just sensitive to what I hear. I'm not enjoying using the brush for this. I feel like the light has changed some too. Maybe not. Well, I think it's gotten darker outside. I think it's going to rain. I'm not sure how long this video is. I haven't put any into the editor yet, but I think I'll definitely color it. I want to do a better job of coloring this one. I like this one. Believe it or not, I can actually make good quality stuff sometimes. Sure, Jeremy, sure. Just keep drawing your pictures. Just keep doing your doodles. I did that little time lapse of just sketching out these little characters, and I think I got into my quiet mode while I was doing it, and I'm not talking to the camera again. I feel like the pace has changed, but it could just be my perspective. And a alarm keeps going off for something. Oh, it wants me to take my afternoon meds. That's what it is. So annoying taking medicine. I don't really like taking medicine. But it works. For the most part. If you know anyone that likes drawing videos, share this with them, please. I need to build an audience somehow. I don't know how to do that. That's what you're supposed to do, right? You're supposed to ask for people to like and comment and subscribe and share and all that. I'm pretty sure all of you all that are watching are probably my family and friends. Do you want to see me color it or color my drawings? I don't know what to do. I was putting a longer form videos on a channel called More iArt Jeremy, and I was making these shorter. But I just try to do too much. And like, to me, there's no such thing as a bad idea. I mean, ultimately, I would like to have different platforms to just knock my light loose for whatever. I mean, if people like this and they want to see that, I want to make stuff that people want to see, as long as it's, you know, as I'm enjoying it too. I think that's it for this today. Thanks for listening to me rant and bellyache. Listen to all my evilness. Whoa. I hope you enjoy this as much as I do. And check out my stuff on Instagram. And all the other stuff I got. I've got other stuff too. I got Redbubble store. I really should put my links in too. I'll try to do that this time. And I really need to work on some of my cryptid stuff again too. I know, blah, blah, blah. I get a shot of that when I'm done. I hope everyone has a great day, and I'll catch you next time. Toodles.